And welcome back, everybody. Today we have another live FlipaClip hangout, and we have some exciting guests. So I'm Callie, and this is Ryan, and we are part of the FlipaClip team. And now, oh, I'm hearing a little echo. Someone in this crew is watching the video. Um, and now I'm going to change it over to introduce. Hi guys, everyone's on screen. We have Jonah and Tim, who are our lead software engineers and created the app, and they are brothers too, which is cool. So today, the chat is going to be all about talking about our newest update, and I'm going to be monitoring the comments to see what you guys are saying and bring up some questions. But while we start, this whole team was really who spearheaded brushes. So why don't you guys just talk about what's new, when it happened, and how it's going?
All right. Or Jonah, you can go. Okay. It's kind of hard. We can't see each other, so
yeah.
But yeah. I mean, what an update, huh? Like this was one of. We've done some other big updates, but this was really significant one that was very exciting to get out. And so we added the new drawing machine, and even though we added 3 new brushes, that's like the tip of the iceberg. So this new drawing machine is going to allow us to create so many different types of brushes. We're going to be able to tweak things and eventually even allow all of you guys to create your own brushes, which is really exciting. So that's slowly getting out, and it's going to become a lot bigger. Yeah, Jonah, you were going to say something?
Yeah, no, and this is not something that we started working like a couple months ago. We actually started with research, trying out things, testing, trying to see how do we make something flexible enough, like Tim is saying, to generate and create any brushes we want, and essentially eventually give you guys the power to create your own brushes. So it's been a lot of hard work, and it's been kind of like exciting and nerve-wracking too when we released it, because we didn't know how well is it going to do. Is it going to just crash and explode with on everyone's devices? But we're actually pretty happy how well it's performing and how well the feedback from you guys has been. Like, it's been incredible, and you don't know how amazing it is to, like, we search FlipaClip brushes, and we're like, what are people creating with the new brushes? So we're excited. We're looking all the time because we want to see that, and we see it, and it excites us, and it makes us feel
Yeah. So I have a couple questions that are from the audience that I'm gonna ask. But before I do that, can we just go over what are all of the new features? So there's the new brushes, which ones of those, and then what else in the draw engine is new?
Well, right. We rewrote the brushes like from the ground up. So technically everything is new in it, but like visibly, the things that we added, obviously the stabilizer, which is a really big one, and we're still working on to improve it and find better ways for it. But also stylus support was improved, so now we can use the stylus for like the tilt and the rotation, pressure. We've improved, and other things like the speed, and there's just like a lot of things that we can tweak and turn on and off to build a brush. It's a long list. It's like hard to say all of it, but it's just like this machine that we can kind of tweak and turn things on and try different things and to create these different types of brushes. I don't know, Jonah, if you have a
I mean, the top brushes, I mean, you guys know we put it everywhere. The crayon, the airbrush, and the sketch were the 3 new brushes. And we based it on I think we did like a survey or something like that, asking everyone what kind of brushes they would like to see. And that's kind of what we focused on for the initial 3 that we would release. And I think Tim covered pretty much the key features that you guys have available right now at the moment. Oh, and the stabilizer, I don't know. We'll add a little detail in there. It's beta. You can see beta on iOS because there we had like an issue with the UI, but it's beta. I mean, we're trying to figure out the best algorithm for that, and we think we got it pretty close, pretty good. So we're still kind of working through that, but we appreciate feedback on that.
Jonah, what is beta for the people out there that don't know?
Well, beta means that hey, we're giving it out there, but it doesn't mean it's perfect. Like it doesn't mean it's final. It doesn't mean that it might change.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so everyone, the way we start is we first have someone like Ryan up here test the brushes and do that. And then we go and have all of you guys test it and we listen directly to your feedback to change it. So that's why in the article you'll see, I think if it's not there, we'll add it soon, the Discord link so you guys can come and tell us how it's going and everything. And we all read it and then it's directly from that.
And those three new brushes, they went through very different phases, and most of the changes were from feedback from like you guys on Discord. So like it's really nice to hear you guys, everybody, share what you like, what you don't. So please continue, because that's how we like get to the final product, different things, and everybody then likes it.
Yeah.
I think it's worth mentioning to everyone out there listening, and you're like, well, how do I gain access to this new stuff you guys are working on? Yeah, go to Discord and then join our beta program, and there you should see information on how to join and how to gain access to the latest and greatest of FlipaClip that hasn't made it out to everyone. So if you're interested in heading over to Discord.
Yeah, awesome. That's amazing. I'm seeing some of these questions. Before I start picking specific ones, I've seen a lot of people asking about some of the other brushes. Ryan, I want you to tell me, because I can't remember the name of the brush, but it had like multiple colors and it looked 3D. I don't know. What happened to that one? I liked that one.
That was a brush that Tim was working on. So it was kind of a 3D stamp. Tim, what was that one?
Yeah, so it was created with an image that had multiple colors, and then just the way that it kind of blended together, it made it look like it was like a 3D, I don't know, like a Twizzler, if you guys know what that is, or
it did look like a Twizzler, yeah.
Like candy being like spun around, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
We'll have brushes like that. Yeah.
Okay, that actually can lead to our first question from the chat. A random dude on YouTube said, "Are we ever getting custom brushes?" So I know you touched a little on that, but what does that look like right now? The future of that.
So eventually, yes. We don't really have a timeline, but we're kind of trying to figure out what the best options and properties and things that would make it really easy for everybody to create brushes, because we want everybody to create their own brushes, but we also want it to be easy. That's kind of like the main thing with FlipaClip. It's easy to use, and we want to take our time and kind of figure out like, okay, what's the best way for people to create brushes and make them look amazing and really good, and not have to be like scratching their head like, what does this do, like guessing with the options. But yeah, Jonah, I don't know if you have.
Because I mean, right now, if you use other apps for drawing and all that, they provide certain options, to tweak your brushes and maybe create new brushes. But we like to think that they don't give you everything, to create a new brush. So we're figuring out how can we give you the power of creativity into this, that you can really create anything and everything amazing with it. So I don't know, we're dreaming right now. We don't, like Tim said, there's no timeline, but we're that's what we're thinking, that's what we love to do.
In the plans for sure.
Yes, it's in the works, and that's definitely what counts. But yeah, that's exciting. And okay, I have a couple more questions. Fluff said, "Will we ever get a blur tool?" And I know you were saying something about maybe blur and smudge we could talk about now.
Yeah, we're playing right now. We're kind of also a little bit research and figuring out the best way to add it. But yeah, smudge for sure. We'll have smudge brushes, and then blur too. It's similar, but we'll have those eventually. Like, yeah.
Exciting. Yeah, so that's cool to know that that's coming. And the next one someone asked about these are more just, I'm going through like some of the requests. Someone, or Donovan Animator 4 said, hello, can you guys please add a skeleton tool? I'm actually not exactly sure what that is. Ryan, do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is, but I saw a bunch of people in the chat saying it. I don't know if it's one person or...
Do they mean like, so I've seen before where you can, touch in one point and then move to another point and it kind of does a straight line and then you continue. So it's almost like connecting lines, maybe? I don't know if they
I
can
totally
comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what I would say to the people asking for this tool is definitely go to Discord and to our suggestions channel, because that's where we see a lot of things like this. But that's something we'll definitely have to look into now that it's been brought up on the live. We will look this up after. The next request is, and I've seen this a lot actually, is for a pixel brush. Alphabet spelled with a Y in there said just pixel brush. So what's up with that?
Okay, so yeah, that one is actually, we have a version of it internally. So we're trying to figure out, how to add it, when to add it, but definitely that's coming. That one's an easier one that we can add hopefully soon.
It looks amazing. That's all I have to say.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's exciting. All right, cool. That's very exciting. I see one person, maybe this is a good time to talk about, like Jonah was saying, some things are beta or maybe being worked on. Dark Show Gaming said, FlipaClip Team, please fix the pen lag. Have you seen an issue, or maybe this user had something specific to them? Or has this been an issue?
Yeah. So yes, the pen, the highlighter, I think some devices might see a lag. I mean, we rewrote our draw engine, so maybe in the process we lost some of the optimizations we made in the past, but we believe we resolved it and improved it. Tim actually made a great progress on that, and the updates are now being reviewed by Apple and Google, so it's going to come out in the next couple days.
Yeah.
So hopefully let us know if it still lags, because it should be fixed.
Okay, that's actually a really good point. I think something to say too is, because I didn't really know this until I started working here, is you guys always check if there's updates, because a lot of times these lags and things and these bugs, the team really does see them, and then they get on it and fix it immediately. And then sometimes I'll see comments and I'm like, oh, if you actually look, like 3 updates ago, that was figured out, and people are like, oh my gosh, I just didn't update the app. So that might just be an easy fix of updating. And then
turn on auto update if you can on the app for FlipaClip. So
I didn't even know that was a thing, Jonah. Okay, yes, everyone turn on auto update. That's the more you know. Okay, let's see. This is kind of a more artistic question. I think we can hear Ryan and your guys' answer. Jack the J50 said, is the airbrush like the brush? So I think this is a cool time too to talk about some of the differences in these brushes, or maybe why you picked them too. I know it was a lot based on user requests, but what is the difference between the airbrush and a normal brush? Someone in the crowd, anyone.
Try. Ryan probably has a better idea. So the airbrush has more of a feathered kind of stamp, so it gets a lot lighter as around the edges, where the brush is kind of a solid circle that kind of just draws on top of each other.
Okay.
And that one is kind of like a original brush of FlipaClip that we didn't want to change, so it's just the same as it was before. And then the airbrush is kind of like a improvement. But yeah, I don't know if somebody else has more.
Ryan, what would you use the airbrush for, I guess, versus the brush, or what were you gonna say?
For me, the airbrush is more, I don't know, you can make like gradients, and you can make things like really kind of sleek looking and a little bit more professional. And what was the other one? The crayon, the sketch,
Oh yeah, I saw someone else ask about what's the difference between the sketch brush and what did we have before, the pencil? Pencil, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the main thing with the sketch and the crayon that came out, you can add a lot more texture to it. So I would say for those, you would use it to create something that looks kind of organic. And the And yeah, the airbrush is a bit more of a gradient, a bit more like digital sort of looking. But yeah, all of them, and the stabilizer as well, all of them have like made everyone's animation so much better. We're looking through the contests, the World Soccer Animation Contest right now, and everything looks like it looks so much better. Just from the
Yeah,
brushes.
no, it really does. We've had multiple where inside of the team, we've been like, do you think this was really made with FlipaClip? Like, it's so good that we're like, what? Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Let's see. Okay, we talked about the pen lag. Oh, okay, so these are just like kind of there's a couple of requests I'm seeing that are kind of having to do with the draw engine, but maybe just a bit more in general, but we might as well talk about it all. And this is something I've actually seen a little bit. Someone said, or Emma, sorry, I'm having such a hard time with these two names. Amazaverse said, can you add more shapes to trace? Have we ever thought about that? Like in the ruler tool, and then you get the shape. Maybe
Like a
like
star or
yeah, like or even importing like a vector. Is that even accurate? Is that, I don't know if that's how you say that, but that could be cool.
I think we do have a list of features we like to implement eventually, or yesterday, and part of that list exists, other shapes and things for the ruler, or maybe a sort of kind of like a ruler kind of thing. We don't have exact dates when we would be doing it, but we are aware of it, and it's in our to-do list.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that everyone should know that this is like almost half the team. We're not huge. So it is crazy that they're able to make all of these requests so quickly. So whatever you guys say really does. You guys are creators of the app too, in a way, because everything we do is for you and from you, to make it the best possible. So we very much so, every time you guys give us feedback, we love it. Maybe we have like two more questions or something.
Yeah, I just have a question for the chat.
Ooh, good.
Which brush did you like the best right now? Airbrush, crayon, or sketch of the
Yes.
new one? Write it in the chat. I wanna see what everyone's thoughts are on this.
Let's see. Let me know if you start seeing some. I think I have a lag.
Airbrush and sketch, it seems like. Oh, there's crayon.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing tons and tons of sketch and airbrush.
Yeah.
I love the airbrush. I feel like I've never been able to shade very well until now with the airbrush. Like I feel like it's made such a difference.
While you
No
flip a
hacking with the eraser.
What'd you say?
I was saying no more hacking with the eraser, trying to get shading that people did.
No, exactly. That's exactly it. The opacity trick is no longer there. And Jonah, I think you were saying for Flip a Friday, yes, I have all the skills
now.
I will win. But okay, yeah, I think it seems to be that the airbrush is definitely the most popular. I mean, I don't know. It's tied with sketch. What do you think, Ryan? Are you looking through?
Yeah, it seems like I think the airbrush and the stabilizer both like just upped the game, the FlipaClip game so much, especially the stabilizer, because I'm one of those people that's like, why is this all wiggly? Oh, that's my style. I wiggle it out. I'm doing that on purpose. It's not because I can't.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so now everyone can look smooth intentionally, or if they don't want to be smooth, you can turn it off, which is a cool feature if you check it out. The last question, I guess, from what I'm seeing, I'll just kind of combine some of them, is what is the next thing you think is coming? I know that's putting you guys on the spot because it changes, but what do you think is the next thing to look forward to?
I think improvements in the overall, tooling and workflow. I think that's certainly, something. And for sure, a given is new brushes. I mean, that's happening. It's gonna happen.
Okay, so new brushes are coming. Tim, do you have anything else you think is coming soon?
I think like the soonest one will be new brushes, and then slowly you'll start to see new tools. Like I was saying before, like smudge or mirror.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna become easier and easier to make some awesome drawings on FlipaClip. So it's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Yes. No, this is very exciting. I think that that is a great place to end, and we'll definitely have these guys. Well, if they will join us, we'll have Jonah and Tim back when we do have more updates to show you guys. Ryan, is there anything else before I'll give a contest update? But is there anything else on brushes or anything you want to talk about?
Nope. Just maybe next time there's more brushes to be released, we can bring Tim or Jonah on and have them demo and show their skills off on their iPads.
Oh yeah, that would be very fun. Jonah's like, nope. That would be awesome. I think. Well, thank you guys so much. I'll give contest updates in a second, but thank you for joining us. I'm gonna switch back to just the original screen of Ryan and I, and we will hopefully see you guys soon. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you guys.
oh, thank you. Okay, so we are in the middle, to wrap up, we are in the middle of our very exciting World Soccer or Football, however you say, animation contest, and we are looking through your awesome submissions. We are loving them, especially with these brushes. They're looking very cool. And if I'm not wrong, we have only a couple days left to submit. Right, Ryan?
Yes, I am definitely know the answer, and I'm not going on the app right now.
And checking it out.
3 days left, so
Math would mean.
End of the week, 3 days left, so you can still get your submissions in. We're going to be reviewing and judging them down to the wire, and then next week we'll have the top animations for you, right? And then people can vote on it.
Yeah, so make sure to turn your notifications on and look for you guys will be picking the winners. It will all be based on your votes. So stay tuned, check out those notifications, and we will start our own FlipaClip bracket where you guys are picking the winners. So we will let you know soon when we're coming back with more fun. And until then, have fun animating, and we'll see you next time.
Nice. That's a good close. I liked it. Was that good? You need a sign off that you can do every time.
I do. Give it one right now. Make one up now before we sign off.
I don't know. Chat. What should Callie say to sign off every live show?
That's good. You guys are definitely whatever I see. I'm gonna say. What did you see? Anything?
I saw no.
He saw bye.
Oh, Flipper's out. I kind of like that.
Wait, we're doing it. Okay, I thought someone said that's cringy. Flipper's out. Queen Jennifer the Great. Okay, Flipper's out. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.